Hi guys, welcome back to Birmingham Fan TV, and today, as you can tell, this is going to be a real make do job. No intro, no fancy edits or whatever, no end credits, no nothing. This is just going to be the straight up video because all I can do for you guys is get this recorded on my phone. As you can tell, the lighting's poor, no camera, and I won't be able to edit on my laptop. The reasons for that quickly, before we get into the video, are I've got the camera. But the problem is I have no laptop. Laptop's in for repair. I won't have it back till probably Friday, which means I have a podcast planned, but that probably won't come out till Friday. Leeds preview will be Friday as well. And all the edits for Sheffield United are going to be late, if possible. I know that's a bit frustrating. It's really frustrating for me. But I'm just making do with what I've got at the minute. So you'll have to excuse me. I'm just trying to get the content out as quick as possible. And as you can tell, I'm actually not in my usual setting. I'm in a hotel in London by Wembley at the minute. So sorry about the lighting and the poor quality. But let's get into the video anyway. Wednesday night, we got Sheffield United away. It seems like, I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but we've got probably the hardest start to a season we've had in a long time. And I don't know if any other teams had a start as difficult as us this season in the Championship. You think about some of the teams we've played. We've played Norwich, good team. You got teams like Swansea and West Brom, two of the relegated clubs, and we've got Stoke coming up, so they've played all three very quickly. We've played tough games like Bolton away. I'm trying to think now. We've got loads that we could put in there. Sorry, Emily's going to help me out as well with this one. I've already said Norwich. QPR was probably the easiest one of the lot, and that says a lot. Anyway, so fixtures are coming thick and fast, and we've got Sheffield United and Leeds on Saturday. But Sheffield United have made another good start to the season, just like they did last season. And most notably from their results, this has got nothing to do with them, but the fact that they beat Villa 4-1 just shows how good of a team they are, and just shows how tough that this game is going to be. I know I keep going into every game and saying, I don't think we're going to get anything. I'm going to say that again, but they seem to keep surprising me. I didn't think we'd get anything against West Brom. We got a point, and I'm so disappointed. The more I think about it, the more disappointed I am that we didn't get all three. It was a game that we just should have won comfortably, and we didn't. And we need to start turning these into wins now, because it's all right saying we're playing well, because we're playing well, it's fine all saying that, but when's the win going to come? I think at some point we need to win ugly. But again, it's not a case of, we're playing poorly and losing. It's somewhere in the middle, so it's frustrating. But it's goal scorers, isn't it? At the end of the day, we can't put the ball in the back of the net, and we need to sort that out. But moving on to Sheffield United, I can't talk too much about their team. I don't have my statistics in front of me. I don't have lineups, etc. But they did a bit of business over the summer. I think they bought John Egan in from Brentford at centre half, and probably one of the standout players, Jack O'Connell, for them. So they've got a good team. We know Mark Duffy from his time at Blues. I don't think he had a fair crack at the whip with us, but that being said, they've got a good team, and they're going to cause us some major problems in this game. I think what we most need to see from Blues is a cutting-edge clinicalness. This game we're going to have far less chances than we got against West Brom and Swansea, because in the away games we're not going to get the chances. We're not going to be the dominant team. We're not going to be on top for 70 minutes. We're not. I'm confident we'll get chances, because that is something that Blues have been doing extremely well this season. He's fashioning chances and opening teams up. Are we gonna be able to take those chances? And I'm not going to sit here criticising one striker, because all three of our recognised strikers need to step up. Now, certain players work harder than others, but we won't go into that. All three need to be stepping up, and not just them. I think Magoma has gone off the boil last few games. Really needs to step it up. Otter needs to work on his finishing. He needs to step it up, and we need more goals from the two centre midfielders. We don't get goals from midfield unless Davis is in there who can chip in with a few goals. Hopefully he's returning soon. We don't chip in with goals from the midfield. And set pieces as well. So many times Hotter or Magoma has put in a peach of a ball this season. I think our set pieces have been outstanding for deliveries, and Gardner as well. And nobody gets on the end of them. Nobody seems to attack them. We've got decent height in Jukovic and Morrison and Dean and Pedersen, if Pedersen's in the box. There's 4 players there with good height, and Gardner as well. And we're useless from set pieces, so I'd like to see us be more effective and get goals from the back as well. But that being said, from this game, I expect the lineup to be exactly the same. We've had the time to recover. We've had an extra day because we played on Friday, and we're not playing on Tuesday, so we've had an extra day in that sense. So it's a good recovery period. But does he want to change it for Leeds? That remains to be seen. He could, thinking about it, he could go with Bogle up front and try and bring, say, Adams on at a later point. He's got Mahoney, he's got Viv, he's got Craig Gardner. I don't know why he wasn't on the bench on Saturday or Friday. Must have been a knock or something. In fact, I'm going to go for what starting lineup I'd like to see. Camping goal, there's going to be no change. I'm confident of that. He won't bring Truman in. Collan, Dean, Morrison, Pedersen. He won't change the back line. No need to do that. Across the midfield, I think he could go with Hotter, Kieftenbeld, Gary Gardner and Viv Solomon. And then Bogle and Jukovic up front. So 2 changes. And then you may see Craig Gardner come on if he's on the bench. You see Shea, obviously, and Mahoney as well, who I think is really, really someone we should utilise a lot more than we are. But that's Gary Monk's decision. And he sees them every day in training, so that's fine. But that's my predicted lineup, or that's the lineup I'd like to see. And that's bearing in mind not Magoma and Adams are playing awfully and should be dropped, but we've got a tough game at Leeds as well to focus on as well. And as for score prediction, well, Blues seem to be pulling up some surprise results against the better teams. So call me mad, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win. I think the penny needs to drop at some point with the win. I've got to remain confident. I've got to remain positive, because all I'm seeing is positivity on the pitch and off the pitch. And it's going to come sometime. And we can't be surprised when it comes against a good team. If we play our game a little bit more clinical in front of goal, we can beat them. So, guys, let me know in the comments down below what you think the score prediction is going to be. You've been fantastic recently with the comments, so let's keep that up. And can we smash 15 likes on this again? Really appreciate that if we can do that. And I will see you in the Sheffield United vlog, I believe.